Stewart leads the pack. Everybody bouncing off of one another. Time is precious at Daytona. Stewart leads. Kyle Busch second. Jeff Gordon for third, and they're side by side for fourth.
That's Jimmy Johnson downstairs to his outside. You've got Kurt Busch. Now we got trouble. Kyle Busch goes around. Jeff Gordon is in the fence. Kyle Busch saves it. Jeff Gordon now on his side as he slams the outside retaining wall. Kyle Busch also involved, but it's Jeff Gordon now on his roof. Over the DuPont Chevrolet goes of Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon began barrel rolling a number of times, comes to a stop on his roof. We are under caution. Lots of damage to so many cars, Jeff Striegel.
And too many to actually make out, Eli. Right now the concern with Jeff Gordon, that Chevrolet is on its roof. Kyle Busch able to drive away. The safety crew, Eli, immediately to the attention of Jeff Gordon. The car sits on its roof at the entrance of pit road. That car rode the outside retaining wall on its side for, I would imagine, what had to be somewhere in the neighborhoods of 500 yards or more before it finally came to rest on its roof. And then it began to just kind of snap roll before becoming to rest on its roof. The safety crew is there. The attention right now to Jeff Gordon.
Kyle Busch again with a similar situation to what we saw earlier today, that magnificent save in turn 2.
Yeah.
He didn't quite pull it off down in turns 3 and 4. He got loose, and then it all broke loose there. And again, the wildest part was Jeff Gordon barrel rolling and winding up on his roof there. Safety personnel are there at the AARP Chevrolet right now, tending to Jeff Gordon, while already several cars have gone to the garage. Here's his teammate Jimmy Johnson going down pit road the wrong way. He'll go back into the garage area. Jamie McMurray, who landed earlier this evening, he's back into the garage, and Kyle has been on pit road. Matter of fact, he's there now in front of Winston Kelly.
And they're pulling away the sheet metal on the right side of the car. They've got some sheet metal damage on the front, the left side, the left front car. He's going to return to the racetrack, the M&M Toyota. He was able to continue, but the aerodynamics are really going to be hampered these last green-white checkered laps.
So that's what's happening down on the pit lane. They're still working on Jeff Gordon's car. Jeff's car is on its roof, and they are having to extricate him from the car, and he is out now and walking away. Jeff Gordon is out of the car. He is walking away, and that is certainly good news. The fans here in the grandstands are cheering wildly, and that is the best news of the night, regardless of who wins this event. A scary-looking accident, and Jeff Gordon is out of the car and walking to the attention of the cleanup and safety crews. And it is time, of course, to tip our hats in the direction of the Service Master Clean trucks. And it is time to call in Service Master Clean for all of your commercial cleaning needs. The guys in the yellow truck are the leaders in green cleaning and janitorial services. To find the Service Master location nearest to you, go to ServiceMasterClean.com. Under caution, Tony Stewart, the race leader. We're going overtime in the Budweiser shootout.
Camping.com.
Well, with many teams in the garage, and they're still trying to get the Jeff Gordon car onto all four wheels, we are under caution with Tony Stewart, the race leader. We are going to a green-white checkered flag finish in the 2012 running of the Budweiser shootout. From Daytona International Speedway, this is MRN Radio, the voice of NASCAR.
So there you go. That's what happened to Jeff. And like I said, we're sorry, Jeff, that had to happen. And we're glad that you were able to walk away from the car, because me and Michelle, and I hope all you people out there watching would say the same thing, that any driver that can walk away from a wreck, that's really the best thing that we want to see. We do not want to see you die or get hurt in any way. We want you guys to walk away from that car safe and not be hurt.
And that's the idea of, with the racing, safety is very important.
Yes. So what do you got to talk about over this, sweetie? What do you got on your...
Well, I got another thing about, back to Danica, about a qualifying.
Okay.
After the, after this race, Danica came in 43rd and 47 laps down. Trevor Bayne came in 22nd, 47 laps down. Kurt Busch came in 34th, 42 laps down. And Kyle Busch came in 17th.
Okay, so you know what? Don't we have a video clip of Danica qualifying?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we
yes,
do.
We do.
Yeah, let's go jump in. Let's watch a clip here of Danica qualifying for the Daytona 500. And
okay.
It actually turned out to be pretty good. She did a good qualifying. Look, she could look good qualifying in that car.
Yeah.
So let's go watch this clip and watch Danica qualifying for the 500. And this is her first, qualifying for her first Daytona 500 in the Cup race. Okay.
Roscoe, Illinois' Danica Patrick sets aside her open wheel roots. There's her crew chief, Greg Zipadelli. This car is being entered by Tommy Baldwin Racing, fielded there with a lot of help and personnel from Stuart Haas, and it all has to do with NASCAR's top 35 car owner rules. That's what gets Patrick into the 500 regardless of her speed or result on Thursday. First lap 47.66. NASCAR has created a system whereby teams that finish, car owners who finish in the top 35 at the end of each season, have that golden ticket that guarantees them into the first 5 races of the following season. Team owners are allowed to make alliances, distribute and sell assets, so that becomes kind of a form of currency. And so with Tommy Baldwin Racing entering this car for Danica Patrick, that she'll drive in 10 races, and then David Rudiman will run for Tommy in the remaining races, so the car runs all the races on the schedule. That is how she is guaranteed into the Daytona 500. And defending champion Trevor Bayne is not, because his team, the Wood Brothers, didn't run all the races and don't have one of those golden tickets. So here's Patrick, 10th quickest, 46.93.
Pull away, go through the gears nicely, 8,800 every shift, and nice smooth line up top, and try to let it free up out of the corners on the bottom. Just watching some video stuff from yesterday, so everything felt fine. Got a little hot on the water at the end, but other than that, had some water blowing out of the car, but everybody did a good job. I mean, everybody worked really, really hard on the cars, and we were really fast in January, and I'm not sure we're quite as fast right now as what we thought we were going to be, but that doesn't mean anything leading into Sunday, really. It's nice to be fast, it is, but anything can happen on Sunday, any given Sunday, as they call it, right? So the important thing is that the pretty green GoDaddy car doesn't have any dents, and it doesn't get into the accidents in the duels next week, and then we have a good car for Sunday.
All right, so yeah, she did a good job qualifying, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
She looked good out there, and like we talked about earlier, she handled that car well, even when it came to the wreck between Jimmy Johnson and Trevor Bayne and Kurt Busch.
Yeah, because I think it could have been a lot worse.
I think with a little bit of time, she'll do okay.
Oh yeah.
Good driver.
This is her first.
Yeah, I think she just needs to calm down, not be so nervous. I mean, she needs to think of herself as one of the boys.
Yeah.
Get right out there, get down to business, and win some races. So yeah, that's good. That's what we want to see. We want to see Danica, do really well. And so which brings us into another wreck last night, and it's probably like the worst thing you could see that you never imagined on a track.
No.
You all heard Juan Pablo Montoya. He complained several times that his car had a vibration, and every time he brought it into the pits, they couldn't seem to find what was wrong with the car. They were under a caution to begin with, and Juan come out of the pit area, and he was coming around the back stretch, coming around to the track dryers, and as he approached the first track dryer, he got just past about halfway, and that car just let loose and went right up. Looked like it was going to go to the wall, and man, oh man, it slammed right into that track dryer, putting 200 gallons of jet fuel onto the ground. And whew, boy, I'll tell you, we really want to. Our heart goes out to Juan Pablo Montoya for walking away safely from that accident.
And also
the track dryer.
Yeah.
I don't know that they didn't mention the track driver's name or the driver of the truck, but we also want to thank him for, wishing him for, really walking away from that and not
that he's okay.
That he's okay and he didn't sustain any damage or any burns or anything, because that truck could have exploded.
Yeah.
So, really, guys, we're good job in that.
Yeah.
For walking away.
And they handled that really well with the
yes, they did.
Everybody involved.
Yep. So, yeah, good job with that. One. It's just unfortunate you got knocked out of the race because of it, but they couldn't find nothing wrong with your car. What are you supposed to do? You know.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna talk about? What do you got over there, sweetie?
What have I got over here left? Oh yeah, we congratulated Matt and the Killer Bees.
Oh yeah, you know what? Well, let's turn our focus to that, and let's again let everyone know that don't forget. We'll mention this again. Make sure if you're not subscribed or you're not a friend over on our YouTube channel around the corner, and you can actually find it. It's listed under Mr. Cowboy 620. So if you go to YouTube and you want to find our channel, the best way to find it is type into the search Mr. Cowboy 620, and that's our around the corner page. So make sure you go over there and subscribe to it. And if you have a YouTube channel, hit us up with a friend request, and we will definitely add you as a friend on there. And make sure that you put in the check mark so that you get email updates every time we upload a show, so you'll be able to watch the show when it comes on. Because if we don't get to put it on, share it on Facebook, if you want to make sure you don't miss it, then please do that. Go subscribe to it. Make sure that check mark goes in so that you receive email updates every time we upload a show. And what do we say tonight, sweetie? What are we going to be doing?
We're going to be giving away things from Matt's store, like hats and
T-shirts,
and
jackets, all kinds of merchandise, license plates, plate frames, you name it. We're going to give all kinds of stuff away, as well as make sure that if you don't like our Facebook Around the Corner page, make sure you do. Go over there and like it. Become a fan over there, because we'll be giving stuff over there as well. If not on the show, we'll be giving it on the Facebook page. And if you're not sure where it's at, hit us up and we'll send you a link to get you over there so that you can like our page and become a fan, because we're going to be giving away lots of Matt Kender stuff between the two. So make sure you do that. Once again, we'd like to congratulate Matt. And you know what? We also have to thank Greg Biffle. Because
yes, poor Greg, I meant to mention.
Greg,
Yep.
I know I heard your interview last night at the end of the race, and I know what I heard what Junior said. Junior had talked to you during the red flag of the race when the jet dryer was burning. Junior wanted you to, when he got up behind you, he wanted you to help get him out so he could get out enough so you could get around him and hopefully get up in the lead and take a win. I don't know what Junior was thinking. Does he think you guys are like, teammates?
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Crazy, I mean, we know that you're Matt's teammate, and we know what you did last night was the right thing to do. I know you gave the win to Matt.
Yeah.
You may not admit it, but running through your mind, you gave that win to Matt. Because you said there was no way you could get out and around him to get by him, that Matt just had the dominating car. I know you guys are good friends off the track, on the track, so we know what you did, right, sweetie?
Oh, yeah.
You definitely gave Matt the win.
Thank you.
We thank you very much, Greg. I'm also a fan of yours.
Yep.
Matt's my man, but I will, Greg, say this. I do really like you. You are a very kind gentleman, and I love your daughter.
Yeah,
and
she's so cute.
She's a cutie. Yeah. Same with Matt's. We don't want to forget.
No.
We don't want to forget Matt's daughter because she's just a sweetheart. But yes, Greg, thank you very much for helping Matt take that win. You should have had second place yourself. Junior shouldn't have gotten around you, but that's okay. So, thank you to you, Greg Biffle, for doing that for us and giving Matt the win. And we want to thank Matt Kenseth, the Killer Bees, Jack Roush, Mike Fetting, and yes, Mike Kolinoff. Mike, thank you for an awesome job in spotting. We know that you didn't have any communication with Matt, and Mike, we know you didn't either, because something was wrong with Matt's radio. He could hear you, but you couldn't hear him. But that's fine. That worked out for the best.
Yep.
Because you could hear, Matt could hear you. That's all that needed to happen to give him that win. So we want to thank you guys for making that win come true for us. Because man, we were waiting a long time for a good win from Matt.
Yep.
Last time he won was at what, Texas Motor Speedway, correct?
Yep.
And awesome win there too. He got to, he got to take a win there. So we're really proud, Matt. Thank you very much. We're really proud of you, and we'd like to also say hello to your wife, Katie, and your two daughters, as well as your son, Ross.
Yeah, don't forget Ross.
Don't want to forget Ross out there racing, not in Cup car yet. We hope that you're going to put Ross in a Cup car within the next 2 to 3 years. We hope to see Ross come into at least nationwide, and maybe even try a Cup car. I know it's your turn to retire. Ross should be stepping in your shoes.
Yep.
And we know where that's going to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like father, like son.
Yes. So, there we go. We thank you for that, Matt. And, you know what? I think we have a tribute to an awesome win last night. We're going to show you a clip of what happened in the big race in the year 2003.
Yeah.
Right. And we cannot say the Winston Cup because even though that's what it was then, it is the Sprint Cup. And we are going to show you Matt's biggest year of all.
Yeah.
And we hope you all enjoy this. And following that, you will see the big win from last night.
Yep.
And I guess that's going to do it for Around the Corner. What do you think, sweetie?
Yep.
An exciting night of racing, an exciting 2 weeks.
Exciting weeks.
Very tiring 2 weeks for these guys of racing. So that's going to do it for us here at Around the Corner. So we'll see you guys next time on Around the Corner.
Your 2003 NASCAR Winston Cup champion, the official celebration, as is tradition, after the final race of the season. Richard Petty presenting him with his championship flag. And that will be added to the top of the podium here along pit road. So Matt will climb up there and raise his banner as the 2003 champion. Posing for some pictures up there in front of the banner. Up here by your trophy. First of all, congratulations. A disappointing day, but an outstanding season for you, your crew, and of course Robbie Reiser and Jack Roush.
Yeah, we had a great season. I mean, it's obviously very disappointing to drop out that early in the race and not get to race all day for a victory, but we had a wonderful season. I'm real lucky to have such a great team behind me, and so honored, you know, to be able to do a victory lap with Richard Petty, the king of stock car racing, and for him to present me with that flag. It's just a huge honor to be up there with all these great champions, and just very fortunate, very blessed to have such a great team and people around me.
And it's been an amazing season for you, but certainly an amazing career climb for you as well, Matt.
Yeah, it's been an amazing ride. It still blows my mind from coming from the short tracks to Wisconsin to the day that Robbie Reiser and his family gave me the opportunity to drive their Busch Series car, and from there it's just been a whirlwind. Robbie Reiser's been a great friend of mine. He's been a huge part of our success, and he's been there every step of the way, and he's done a great job organizing this team.
Well, let's bring in Andy Schindler, the CEO from RJR, and I think you've got a presentation to make.
I sure do. Matt, congratulations on an outstanding year. Congratulations to your number 17 DeWalt Ford team and to Jack Roush Racing. In recognition of the year, I want to present you as the 2003 NASCAR Winston Cup champion, the trophy, and this check for $4,250,000.
All right, thanks a lot, Andy. I really want to say thanks to Winston real quick for everything they've done over the last 33 years. They've been here longer than I have, and thanks also to Unical 76. They've been a great sponsor of sport for a long time, but really appreciate everything Winston's done. We hate to see you go.
And we echo those thoughts as well. So the celebration continues here on the front stretch with Matt Kenseth, check and trophy in hand.
Well, this ain't no Sunday drive. Got the tack red line, throttle open wide. Gentlemen, start the engines. Got an all-new diagnostic tune, polished, shine, looking like new. This car will blow your mind and your door right off. Rotated tires.